Capricorn, what's up? This is all about you going full out for your dreams. If you have someone around you who is not seeing your vision, who is not understanding what it is that you need to do right now, Spirit wants you to ignore that. Okay, this is your permission to ignore that. The first card that popped out here, Capricorn, is don't worry, everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made, even if you can't yet see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. So again, this is for your ability to block out the noise in this frequency check as we are in the early stages of August. In this month, it's like setting a tone of redirecting your focus on what it is that you want to do, what it is that you need to do, and blocking out the noise. Live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Hence where I'm getting this vibe from. Let go of the approval from others. Likely for what it is that you're building, the dream that you have right now, if those folks have never seen what this could be, but you've seen it in your mind's eye, only you really know what this looks like. I read somewhere, or maybe I saw this somewhere, I can't remember now, but they said that dreams are deposited. Goals are created. So when people have a dream living inside of them, that's in you for a reason, Capricorn, or whoever is around you that maybe I'm channeling for through you, right? The dream is deposited in you for a reason. The people around you are not supposed to be able to see what that dream is. You're going to be the person to deliver it, create it in the reality, and then they'll be like, wow, you were a genius. I didn't understand, but I see it now that you've created it in the 3D. Okay, so let me get back to the card, Capricorn, my bad. Live up to your own expectations is what it says next, and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this, okay? Beneath the deck, it says, I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you are not in this thing alone. Faith, spirit, consciousness wants you to trust for sure in this dream, in this journey that you're on. There may not be people who are able to confirm for you that you are on the right path. That's what I'm feeling really strongly. And this is what the cards are suggesting. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you, so let go of the stress and trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why I need you to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. All right, let's get some cards out here, Capricorn, to go a little bit deeper into what it is that you're creating, what you're building, any advice that God, angel, spirit guides has for you, or things that you can anticipate in the near future. That's where we're going. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, for my lovely Capricorn. What is the essence of this? What is the energy? Tell us more about the frequency that Capricorn is currently in, moving into August. We are now in August, God, angel, spirit guides. What is this frequency that they're in right now? Who are they in this moment? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's see. Capricorn, please. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Some inner conflict possibly in the home, in your friendships, the people who make you feel a sense of belonging. There's something going on here, and the cards are showing this, Capricorn. You have an idea or a dream or a desire, and the people who usually celebrate with you, the people that you usually lean on for your confidence, that you lean on to get your boost, they're not seeing it your way. Another thing that just came through as I said that is that for some of you, Capricorn, you have an idea about how a relationship can go. Maybe someone that is in your family, you have some bright idea or strategy about growing something, creating something with the family, and other people have their ideas about how this should go, and it feels like a little bit of chaos. So people are competing to have the right answer here. Okay, so that's a very interesting vibe. God, angel, spirit guides, tell us a little bit more about why the Four of Wands is here. Let's go a little bit deeper. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Why is the Four of Wands here for Capricorn? Okay, yeah, you're gonna need some strength. Okay, you're gonna need some strength. This feels like family conflict. And it may not be biological family, but it's definitely the folks that you've felt like they're your family. This isn't work. For those of you who are wondering, usually the frequency checks have to do, they often give the vibe of like business, money, finance, and things like that. But this has something to do with in the family. the people that you feel belonging with. It could be your significant other. It could be someone in your, like your children, if you're a caregiver, the parents in the home. But there's conflict happening in the home right now. Everyone has their own idea about how something should go. And so it feels like scattered energy for sure. But when it comes to the Four of Wands, confirming that this is happening for a reason. Sometimes this conflict energy, the Five of Wands energy, happens so that we can get true about our own dreams and wishes. This is that dream that I'm channeling for you, Capricorn, that's coming up in these cards that I was meditating on. This is your dream that's coming up. Now, the Star card is beautiful. It comes out after the Tower in traditional tarot, but also, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. The Star is when you've gotten to a point, I'm getting emotional. This is important for you, Capricorn. I can feel it. This is really important for you. It's when you have had a dream for a long time, maybe have started and it failed, maybe tried again and it failed, and you get to a point where you're like, you know what, maybe I can't do that thing. Maybe that thing only happens for those, you know, people over there to the left, or those people in that country, or whatever. This comes out to let you know that that's not true. No, it's going to happen for you too, right? And there are 8 stars here. It's an energy of 8, which means power, systems, entrepreneurial opportunities do really, really well with the vibration of 8. So this is a really good omen, and it's all about trusting your intuition, following that star. Your wishes will come. That's a favorable thing to know. Also, too, if there's anyone here, because there's a lot of fire energy here, anybody here trying to get into entertainment, you're trying to go viral, you have a dream of, you know, making it big somewhere in your industry. This is also another great card that says that stay the course. This will happen. There's potential for it to happen. What will stop you is if you stop, okay? But the strength is going to be needed. There are people who are trying to dissuade you. There are people who might be just dissuading you because maybe they're not listening to you. They're dissuading you because maybe when you try to present your idea about what it is that you're doing or you're working on, they're like, well, why don't you go back to nursing school? Or why don't you go ahead and sit down over here? It's like, no. I'm doing this thing. I know who I am. I know why I know why God put me here on this earth. And so this is you standing up in your strength, but you're going to need it. What this is that you're contending right now, it's powerful, because that strength card comes out when Spirit wants you to know it's going to be a bit of a internal battle to keep getting yourself up out of bed every day, going after this dream, when the people that are around you, mom, dad, brother, sister, best friends, cousins, you know, sometimes we'll have like a cousin that's like our soulmate, and they're not even messing with us on this. This is one of those times where you're going to need strength. And sometimes what that looks like is keeping some of the energy to yourself. Maybe some of what you want to do or what you're working on does not need to be disclosed past what you've already disclosed, because for some of you, Capricorn, I can feel that you've already shared this news or what you have an idea about, your dream with certain people. We're going to get some advice now. God, angel, spirit guides, tell us a little bit more for my lovely Capricorn. What advice do you have for them in this frequency check as they're in August, as they're moving forward, God, angel, spirit guides? Other advice. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Advice for Capricorn. Let's see what else. Yeah. You got to keep this to yourself, baby. You got to keep some of this to yourself. Okay. So the first one that popped out is the Hermit in reverse. Trying to convince people to understand you right now could put you in the middle. And then it could put you in the middle in a way that you become the scapegoat and you become the problem. If there's family conflict that you've been trying to help and support, it kind of feels like right now, it might just be time for you to respectfully fall back and let the people who might be having these arguments, these issues, work it out on their own. You've done your part, fall back, because it kind of feels like something is happening with the family conflict stuff where it might be backfiring. We don't want that for you, okay? Also, too, the Knight of Swords came out in reverse. So this is you. This is a caution about not losing your empathy in your battle, in your journey, in your push through to work on what it is that you're working on. Don't lose your heart. Don't lose your empathy here, and also get some structure and get organized. Sometimes the Knight, when it's upright, it's on a mission. It knows what it's doing. It's very clear. The mind is clear, but it's upside down. So you might need a strong plan about how to do this, or get clear about why you're doing it. Whatever it is that you're building, creating, this dream that you have, Stay focused on the why, but not so much until the why becomes so much about you until you forget some of the people around you. So let me go back. God, angel, spirit guides, how do you want me to describe this? Because this is kind of confusing. I'm telling you to stay out the drama, and then I'm also telling you, not to go so hard until you're hurting people, right? Sometimes we'll get focused on the mission, we'll get focused on the justice, and we don't realize that the very thing that we are doing to create justice for other people is actually hurting those very people. That's the vibe with this card that I'm picking up. And so with these two energies here, it's like respectfully fall back, remember your why. But when it comes to, you have this out here too, the cups is your heart. So these two energies are not exactly the same. So what Spirit is saying right now is that in your role, right, you might be a caregiver, you might be a parent, have your heart about this and get clear about why. So what's the purpose? What's your role in this family conflict? What's your role related to your dream that you're trying to have come to fruition? If you're wanting to convince the people in your family, in your life about what your dream is, why are you doing it? That might be a question to ask yourself the next time you feel like you have to get into this battle defense about who you are, what you're building, what your dream is, or if you're trying to, in some way, using that to diffuse some type of family conflict. You might think that you're doing this because it's helping something, it's going to clear something, but it kind of feels like right now it's backfiring, and it might be just time for you to pull on back and refocus your energy on yourself right now. What I'm not seeing out here is you, Capricorn. I don't see Capricorn cards out here, which makes me feel like there is something happening right now that has pulled you away from yourself a bit, okay? So the next time I see you, Capricorn, I want to see this as upright, and I want to see the Hermit as upright, which means that you are respectfully falling back. You're getting into your energy, loving in yourself, knowing who you are, right? This crown is on this queen for a reason, and it's not about the gender here. It's about it being a royal energy. It's supreme. And so get back into that energy, and what that is going to do is fulfill you, give you your satisfaction, give you your abundance, and give you all the things that you're wanting for. You get to claim your space. There's only so much you can do for other people. Kind of feels like you're giving a lot of your time, your energy, to different people, but that heart is really needed. If you get back into that heart energy, you're going to remember that, okay, in order for me to be whole, I have to take care of myself. In order for me to help anybody, I have to remember that I have to build myself up first. So there's a lot of different things happening right now. So I'm picking up, you're trying to build a dream. You're trying to diffuse some family conflict, and you're kind of getting away from your dream a little bit because you're so busy trying to handle and put out all these little fires. Now you're kind of getting lit up in your energy, and now you're battling with the sword upside down. Slow down. Come back grounded to who you are and your original why, and feel security and knowing that you get to have that peace of getting still, getting in your own energy and centering yourself. You're not a bad person, Capricorn, because you center yourself and you say, I need a moment, I need a beat. That's not for me today, right? That's what makes you healthy. That's what makes you a person who has all of what you need. This is a self-care card for me as a reader. I love you, Capricorn. I've talked way too much, and I hope I get to see you next week. Take care. Bye.